Well, after a nice weekend, a dandy start to this Monday here in central and eastern Kentucky. Lots of sunshine, comfortable temperatures, highs into the mid-50s, right where we should be for this time of the year. Now, hopefully you've enjoyed it because change is on the way. Unsettled weather pattern, that's going to kick in beginning tomorrow, and it's going to last at least off and on for the better part of the week. There's a low-end strong storm threat tomorrow. Again, it's kind of conditional, but something to watch out for. Of course, we'll keep an eye on it. More widespread potential, it looks like, as far as the rain goes, a little later in the week. We are looking great out there. Skies have been clear. A few high thin clouds, I think, will begin to drift in as we get into the late evening hours. That's already happening out here across parts of western Kentucky. You see a few isolated cells there into parts of West Tennessee, southeastern Missouri. That's ahead of a warm front. It's going to be moving our way. In fact, there are a few higher clouds with the sun just having set a few minutes ago. Checking out the east side of Lexington, the Hamburg area in the foreground with our Hicks and Funson cam. We're at 51. So, of course, temperatures beginning to settle down a bit with mainly clear skies here. I do think we will cool down probably all the way into the upper 30s. It's 49 there, Jackson County near McKee at the Mesonet site by midnight or so. Temperatures dropping off into the mid to upper 40s, low to mid 50s, depending on location. Farther west and southwest you go, still well into the 60s. So high pressure in control for the time being. That gives way. There's your warm front and the area of low pressure, the first of two that will impact our weather through this work week. First and foremost is evening quiet. Notice temperatures upper 30s after midnight. Then with a light south wind and the clouds moving in, acting as a blanket, temperatures will rise into the low to mid 40s. You see a few scattered showers in the morning. And then we'll see several rounds of potentially some moderate to heavy downpours and even some thunderstorms. Notice the temperature gradient from mid to upper 50s to mid to upper 60s down toward Lake Cumberland. That's why I think that may be the favored area relative to the low end severe threat, which is a level 1 here in the bluegrass across southern Kentucky, far eastern Kentucky not in it. Damaging winds, some hail. Anytime you have an area of low pressure spinning over the region, usually that means a very, very low-end isolated spin-up tornado threat. Again, I think the more favorable area is going to be out to the west for that. First low exits the area. A low-end chance, but mainly dry on Wednesday. And notice, no big push of cooler air. In fact, we're still looking good, low to mid 60s. I think later on Thursday, that's when that next wave approaches. So wave 1 tomorrow, wave 2 late Thursday into Friday. So some pretty solid rainfall chances, and you can see why. Another low spinning right overhead, so we'll have to watch for any strong storm potential, especially ahead of this cold front into Friday afternoon. Rain chances do begin to wind down, some pleasant air behind it, and I think overall the weekend looks pretty good. Some decent rain totals, as mentioned, between now and next week. We could see a widespread 1 to 2 inch, even localized areas, maybe even a little bit more than that. So the bottom line, time to dust the rain gear off. You'll need it from time to time. As early as tomorrow morning, potentially late showers tonight. Clouds increase, early lows into the upper 30s before rising. 58 tomorrow afternoon, occasional rain, a few storms. In the extended forecast, that brief break Wednesday into Thursday, later Thursday. And Friday, that's when we'll see the next round of rain and storms. I think our chances for the weekend confined to the morning hours on Saturday, then mainly dry, and temperatures trying to recover by this time next week with afternoon highs right around 60.